Hello everyone, my name is Carlos Garcia and I'm going to talk about of Vancouver, the city I visited 10 years ago. Okay, I'm going to talk about first of all about the city. Vancouver is a seaport city located in the Western Canada, in the region of British Columbia. It's one of the most important cities in this region and one of the most important cities in the country of Canada, you know? Also, Vancouver is considered one of the most diverse city in Canada because 52% of their residents are not native from there, and they are also not native from English language. So many people there speaks different languages: Spanish, French, Portuguese, and all of that, right? When I went to Canada 10 years ago, I noticed that like 80% of the people I met in that time, they were not from Canada. Only my English teacher was a native from there. But the other people I know, they were from Spain, from Brazil, France, Germany, Holland, no, from Ukraine, from Russia, from Japan, from China. This was a good experience, and I'm going to talk about this in this presentation. My memories. I'm going to talk about the memories and why I love this place. When I was 13 years old, I went to Canada 1 month to improve my English, to meet people, and to visit some iconic places from here. So, first of all, it was an incredible experience for me. Also also a difficult one because I was alone in a different city with a different language, and I had to practice my English to get through all the situations that we got. No? In this photograph, I'm with Mexican friends that were with me. I was the youngest one. All the other girls were from 17 years old, 15 years old. But with 13, I was the youngest, no? Different things that I love in the city is that it's so clean. They have a different culture not like in Mexico, because all the streets were very, very clean. Really, it was awesome for me because I'm native from Mexico City to see the streets that they might shine because of that status. It also makes me fun because the best way you can take a trip in the city was a bicycle. With a bicycle, you can go from streets, you can jump in a bus, you can go on a train from one point to another point, and it was amazing for me because in Mexico you can't go on a bus without your bicycle. The people will see you like, okay, what are you doing here with that? But in Canada it was very common with bicycles, longboards, and scooters on public places. No, one of the best things I remember was the food. Like I said, there were people from many places all around the world living in Canada, so I could taste different foods like shawarma. I live with a Vietnamese family, so they make a different kind of food. I eat rice that was with no flavor on it. It was something really, really strange for me, but just 2 weeks, and I love that. I love that way I love that food. I love everything that, and it also was uh, kind of weird when we went to a Mexican restaurant and we ordered some tacos because they were not like in Mexico. And I was like, okay, this is not Mexico, but maybe I'm trying a little bit from other countries here in Canada, no? I also love pizza because, pues, I don't know, it was amazing. $2 pizza was like, oh my god, this is the best thing in the world that maybe all the people should eat once. No? This city is it's beautiful. It's very different with people. It's very different about the cars you see in the city. In the city, it's very common. Well, in that time, it was very common to see Lamborghinis, Ferraris, also to see hybrid cars. But it was 2010, no? Nowadays, it's more common to see in many cities all around the world electric cars and all of that. But in that time, it was amazing to join a cab with the specifications, no? It was a really interesting place. I stayed 1 month in the city. I visit many places. I visit the Rocky Mountains. I visit Victoria. I went to different beaches, like the ones of the picture presentation. I assist to different events like a contest. Yes, it was a contest of fireworks that many countries like challenge. I remember that I saw the ones from United States, the one from Mexico, and from China. There was amazing. Many people went to the beach. Yeah, they have a picnic there. They start drinking, joining, singing, dancing. It was a very big party. Yes, maybe it was a little weird because I was only 13 years old. So I have to admit that I taste. I have a little taste from the alcohol, and only for that. Yes, it's only for that. What I like and I dislike. Like I said, I like practically all the city. And I want to put this picture because it was we're in museum. There were many things to do. There were art, there were techno, there were dynamic activities with people that enter there. One of the things that I love is that all the sea. I love the sea. I love to swim. It's one of my favorite things in the world, and I love that I could swim every day that I was in that city. I only take a bus to the beach, leave my bag on the sand, and I enter some meters in the water. Yes, it was a little cold, but when I visit Canada, it was summer, so in mornings, it's something that I like. Yeah, well, I like when it's cold, when the weather is cold. I love that. And in Canada, on the mornings, it was really, really cold comparing with Mexico. But on the afternoon, it was suffocating. The sun was suffocating. It really hurts to be on the streets on the sunlight. So that was something I don't really like, right? One of the things that I don't like was the prices. Yeah, I know that it's different. The Mexican coin that Canadian dollars. But let's say in that time in Mexico you can buy a Coca-Cola with eight pesos, and I had to pay $2 to buy one can of Coke. And it was like, okay, I'm paying like two times the price I pay in Mexico. No. I also like in this trip to have freedom. I was afraid and I was excited about that because I don't have my parents in the city. I don't have nobody to tell me what to do, what not to do, and I thought that was one point that made me the person I am today. So I have to take my own decisions. I have to notice what is good, what's bad, what you have to do, and so with that, I became a better person in my life than the Charlies from the past. So I love the people. The only people I met there, they were native from there. They were not native from there. I love them. They were really kind. They were really interesting about knowing, understanding more things about Mexico. I was so excited about knowing things about Russia, about France, how they spell words, how they say hi. No, I don't know. It was an amazing experience with that. I really enjoy that. I also keep in touch with many of my friends in that. They know that I'm about to finish my career. I know that many of them, they are also working. They have some of them, they are parents. They have their families. Yes, one like, okay, you have to come someday to France and visit me. That's what I really love. I love the friendship I got there, the friends. It's something that you can forget. And the last thing that I don't like is when I have to leave. It was really sad and also really difficult in the airport because there were different problems with the passport, with the airplane ticket, and it was a problem, a chaotic problem that in the airport, so I could get in the airplane to return to Mexico to see my family and get back to my life. Their advices. Okay, I'm going to tell different advices about the city. First of all, it's more beautiful than Mexico City, I have to tell you. The only public places, only transports, taxis, buses, are more effective than Querétaro, than Mexico City. No, but it's also they are more expensive. Yeah, take a cab was only for rich people, for mortals like us. They have to take the bus and the train. Yeah. I also love the system of the train. It's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper than the train is cheaper than here in Mexico City. It's also, and it's also cleaner. Yeah, very cleaner. The malls are fantastic. The malls are enormous. Are more. Yeah, they were enormous in compared to Mexico City, to Querétaro, to Ontea, to anyone who know. Um, the distribution of the city, I love that. It's more efficient than many other cities I had visited because it's like, yeah, they blend really well. No, the food is the most delicious I had ever tried. Yeah, I have to tell that to my mom, but she will get mad. She might get mad when she heard that. No. Also, you must visit Canada Place because it's a beautiful site. It's in downtown. It's one of the most centric places there. They also have to. Oh yeah, really. You have to visit. No, you don't have. You must. Yes, no. It's a point you have to visit. Victoria and Whistler, the best places in my world. Whistler, the Rocky Mountains, the snow in summer. That was amazing because I was with a short, with a small t-shirt in snow, and I wasn't freezing. I was so comfortable. I was so happy in that moment that we're playing with the friends there. So you must visit that places. You could buy some fresh vegetables in Gastown. That is an important market there in North Vancouver. Just because the city is divided in Vancouver, Brunnerberry, and North Vancouver. I remember that. There were the divisions I remember. No, I lived like I was living in Burberry, and when I want to go to Vancouver, I had to take the ferry to get to the other part of the city. So, talking about North Vancouver, you might have to take to buy a bus pass to move in North Vancouver because there in that part of the city, it's more expensive. All the things because it's like the rich zone, like the biggest houses, all of that. It's also to the fans of Twilight Saga. The Cullen's house is located in North Vancouver, so yes, it's like an attractive place to visit. So go ahead, you can go. So, but you have to keep distance because you have to know that many people live there. No, you might have an encounter with a bear because one time we did have one. We were walking in the street in North Vancouver that it was like in the woods, and we saw a small bird, and we were like, okay, wow, it's amazing seeing a small bird there walking the street. And then we thought, okay, it's like a baby. We have to run because we don't know where is the mom, so let's keep safe. No, maybe that's my fear from bears, but I think that's all the things I have to tell about Vancouver. The conclusion, I'm thanking all for you for the attention. I love this city, I love this place. Yeah, I want to return someday. I know I will. But from now, I can only tell you some different things that I have lived there. Thanks.